Time now for our community update this morning. Joining us in studio this morning is Lieutenant Megan Cash with the Appleton Police Department and Jordan Destry, the Director of Creative for WFRV, a credit union. Thanks for joining us, ladies.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, I'm subbing for Jordan. I'm Carrie Drobnik.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
My apologies. I should have updated. Jordan did all the work. I get to come in and help explain the program. But thank you.
So let's start off. What is the Fraud Squad?
So it's law enforcement and our community coming together. Essentially, 2 years ago, myself, along with Pete Ellert from Winnebago County and then Dan Wickman from Fox Crossing, just saw that there was a need for this in our community. That, you know, when we look at law enforcement's response to frauds and scams, that we can only do so much, and oftentimes it's after the fact. And so the need for preventative measures, education, really takes our community to solve this problem.
So who is all a part of the Fraud Squad then?
So right now it's currently a WFRV credit union, and then as well Appleton Police Department, Fox Crossing, and then Winnebago County. We're hoping that every law enforcement agency wants to jump on board, as well as any other community member that can help support this.
And so again, why did you feel that there was such a need for this type of Fraud Squad?
Well, when we see it, it affects our entire community. It's not just, you know, lots of times people think it's going to be our senior population, but we're seeing more and more that there's younger people that are being affected. There's 41% from ages like 20 to 29 are reporting that they're being scammed and fraud out of money. And so when we look at those numbers and see that this isn't just one population, that this is our entire community being affected by this, it's time to do something.
Now, anybody can fall victim to fraud, and what kind of fraud are we talking about here?
So we're talking about any kind of fraud and scam that's possible in our community. So anything from dating scams to grandparent scams. And the great part about having WFRV on board was that they came up with specific campaigns within this Fraud Squad campaign for us to be able to target those populations of people that may fall victim to that scam.
Yeah, as a financial, we see it, you know, and it's devastating beyond even the financial elements. It's preying on vulnerable, you know, people are embarrassed by what happens. They're less likely to talk about it. They're less likely to help prevent someone else from falling victim. So we knew we can put in preventative measures, help educate our membership, but we knew it needed to be more of a community effort. So when they came to us, it was really a great opportunity to say, what's the overarching campaign? How can we help our communities? And then, as you said, really see that get spread even beyond that, to really take away some of that shaming factor and get the conversation going so that people can be smarter, really stamp out this through that education component.
And so how long has the Fraud Squad been active so far, and how is it working?
So today is the last day. We're very excited.
Oh, okay.
2 years we've been working on this project. So to see this come to the future, and it's here, the fact that we're kind of taking more of an action-packed approach to trying to get people's attention. So kind of that superhero, that anybody in our community can be that superhero, is kind of our thought process behind the campaign.
So how exactly are you doing this? How are you educating people?
Sure. So that's something that WFRV does well. So when the officers reached out to us, this was a great fit because we already have a financial literacy component, and so that education and kind of catching attention is something that our team packages well. We've got great partners who jumped in really quickly and said we will put resources to this as well. So it's really about getting on the front end. We work with schools often. So as you mentioned, this isn't an older population. This is across the spectrum. So it's really about being fun and light about it, but giving some things to look out for, things that are happening in the community so that the conversation can start. So that's the approach. That answers the question.
Awesome. All right, thank you so much for joining us today, ladies. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank
Good
you.
luck.
Thank you.
Jordan.
Oh. Yeah, we want to do a weather check here. I guess I should pay attention, right? 66 in Sturgeon Bay. I got the area's most accurate forecast right after this. Stick around.